Well, the second leg of the All-Star Amazing Race was a grueling one, especially for fraternity brothers Kevin and Drew. They tried to keep up with the others on the unfamiliar roads of Chile.
Drew, watch where you're going. We're stuck. That's my boy. Look out of the way. Look out of the way. Drew, stop. You pull me with you.
Oh, sorry.
Do not let them pass, Drew.
Let them all do what they want. I'm not gonna go over the speed limit.
Come on, dude. We don't want to go.
Kevin and Drew, you are the last team to arrive.
Okay. It's all right.
Can I just stay right here, please?
Drew, stay here. Come on.
Thank
Be
you.
a good sport.
I am being a good sport.
No, you're not.
I'm sorry to tell you have been eliminated from the race.
Okay.
All right, that's fine.
Kevin O'Connor and Drew Feinberg, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is actually kind of funny to watch you there at the end. Drew, you wanted out of there so bad when Phil was saying, you've been eliminated.
It's not so much that I wanted out of there. I was just beat up, totally beat up. I couldn't breathe. We were up the leg before that. I had gotten sick from the altitude, and I was having trouble breathing. I had headaches. My shoulder was killing me from the first episode 4, where I landed right on my shoulder. So it was just, I was totally shot.
You were spent, right? We should go back and take a look at that. In the first episode, you were in Ecuador, right? And remind people what happened to your shoulder.
Right.
Well, you were hurt pretty badly.
Yeah. As soon as I got out of the taxi cab, there was a retaining wall there. You couldn't read it. No, you couldn't see it. You couldn't see it because it was dark. But it's that wall right there. You could see it in the monitor. And I tripped right over it and landed squarely on my shoulder, which you didn't get to see. My knee was cut up, which was no big deal.
Oh, poor baby. Oh, Kevin, you're dealing with all of this. My gosh, your partner is falling apart.
More than 20 years now, he's been falling apart. So we've been picking up
little
the pieces.
by little.
Yeah. So you were having to be the moral support here the whole time, right?
I was, yeah. And,
how difficult was that? How'd you do that?
Well, it was tough to keep motivated. He's driving. I can't drive a stick, so he had to drive. And he's complaining about his knees and his feet and his shoulder from working the thing. So I have no frame of reference, so I couldn't really kill him for it. So I just had to be supportive. Now,
you were going to speed limit. You were determined to do that, right? Because you thought you'd be penalized if you didn't.
Yes, because we got yelled at the leg before about don't speed, don't speed. That's all they do is yell at you for speeding. So we got yelled at a lot. So I didn't want to get a penalty, and I didn't want to go over this speed limit, which we obviously thought was 40 kilometers.
Then didn't you guys realize that the speed limit actually changed?
No, we didn't.
At one point, that you could have gone faster.
Kevin didn't read the map right.
No. You see, but you don't see speeding sign. You don't see speed limit signs on a map. You see them on the road, which is what he's supposed to be looking at. That said, that one sign they showed like 2 dozen times last night. It was somewhere. It was like in Peru. They picked it up alongside of the road.
Right. They got an insert shot of a 50-kilometer sign. They just kept showing it over and over and over again.
Making you guys look bad.
Making us look really bad.
How could we have missed that sign? They showed it 20 times.
How did you guys miss that? You just blame it on each other.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? It was neat to see you guys work together because you're such good friends. And was it worth it coming back this time?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Sure, we would have liked to have, gone a little further and maybe have a different result at the end, us being here, accepting the check, but it is what it is.
We hadn't been to Latin America, either of us, so that was really cool.
And now, you guys are married, and, here you got to have this great adventure, just the two of you to go off and do that. You don't get a lot of chances to do that when you're married.
Into the sunset, yeah.
And to drive into the sunset, and you are going off to a new adventure, right? Tell us real
certainly
quick.
am.
What's up?
An amazing race of a different kind. My wife and I are expecting triplets.
Triplets?
Yes.
Wow.
So,
God bless.
Yes, God bless indeed.
And Uncle Drew will be there to help you change diapers.
Every time he comes to the house, here you go.
I'll hold them and play with them. No diaper change.
You know that moral support we were just talking about?
That's
going
right.
to be you from now on.